getting up on social media and bashing them out of their clothes. It's going to be me simply just putting them away privately, putting it to sleep, and leaving it there, letting it rest, letting it rest. So that's who I
Um, you said when you looked at the autopsy and you was reading stuff about the pyramid, did it
am.
said anything about ethanol?
Yeah, that's the alcohol.
Okay, that was alcohol. I mean ethanol. I'm saying
Yeah, yeah, that's the medical term for it.
right. I'm sitting here saying ethanol and shit. So, um, I'm from my understanding, I thought that this wasn't nothing that was in her system for that long. Like, I didn't know that she had been taking this for almost 3 weeks. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
This was something that she was taking almost 3 weeks previous. So,
yeah.
I mean, as much liquor as she possibly consumed, because it was said that she was drinking from different people, stated that they seen there with cups and shit like this. It's basically the liquor that it took toll, like you say, bumped into the medicine, and it just had a
Mhm,
bad reaction. You know what I'm saying?
mhm.
Um, do you believe Ty video was alive or was it a video?
I believe it was alive.
Think it was a live video?
I believe so.
Think it was a pre-recorded video, like clips. Only reason I say that because um, Kanika at the time when they was jumping all around on the bed and shit, he was at a different angle
Mhm.
than he was when even the pace of the party wasn't even live like that when he was live showing himself. You know what I'm saying? So I was just looking at
Right.
clips because you got Kanika and Ty live, and you got her and Irene live. You hear the voice, but it bothered me because they never showed Kanika and Irene's live. You know what I'm saying? Even if she was fucked up, she ain't flipped the camera and said, "Look at my girl over there messed up." Woo woo, anything. You know what I'm saying? Y'all never showed Kanika and Irene live, and we didn't see Shamaya. You know what I'm saying? So I looked at that, and just wondered. But Shamaya had made a statement. I don't know if it was true or false, but she said, when shit popped off, I wish they would have took me instead of taking you. And
Mm.
that stuck with me. Like when shit popped off, what popped off? You know what I'm saying?
Right.
When you make a statement and say, I wish they would have took me instead of taking you, who took who and what popped off?
And see, that's the part that I'm saying, because when we never seen Shemaya or Kanika, that statement that I had read in that
But could we hear her voice in the room? So I know she's in the room. My thing is, why, like, if this is somebody that helped you throw this party, that help you put it together, any little thing. You don't even see a motherfucker standing next to her. Look at my girl, Kanika, blah, 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 this and this. Even when you see Irene live, when Bree made sure she showed herself, when Monifa popped her head and was like, who is that? Let me look. You know what I'm saying? All it is like, not once did nobody flip shit on Kanika, even though we hear her,
Mhm.
you know?
nor did they
You,
show
like,
Shemaya either.
you couldn't see the blue jean on the bed behind Irene. Like, if y'all girl messed up, you know what she gonna be on the bed at? She gonna be on the bed right there with y'all. Well, all y'all at right there, she should be right there. If the guys and shit and everybody else is across the room or on this side, I don't know why is she over there.
So okay, so that's the point that bothers me, because was Kanika in Irene's live, and was Shemaya in Irene's live? And if she was, why didn't they show them?
I don't know why they didn't show them. I just know Kanika's voice is in Irene's live telling Monifa I'm not drunk.
Right. That's the part that I get. But see,
It's at the
it
very end of it. That's at the end of it, or where they stopped it at. That's
right, exactly. So I mean, can anybody help me make that make sense? Why is it that we only
I don't
see
think nobody could help us make that make sense, because if they did, people would have sat back and show, and they would have showed shit like this. What we can't ask the people that's listening. There's how many people in here? It's 15 people. It's 10 people. I don't know. We can't ask them nothing. You feel me? That's why they listening to us, because they trying to learn. Can't ask them nothing. That's what
No,
the research.
well, I'm just asking their opinion as to what they
Even
think.
with their opinion, if their opinion gonna be wrong as fuck, I can't even get mad at them because we can't ask them. Shit, they can't give us no validity, nothing, unless they actually researching the shit themselves. And if they was, they'd either be doing content or they'd be up here talking about their findings.
But you know
So
what, Breezy?
what's
I,
up?
I believe they can. I believe they just haven't shook the fear of getting up on this platform. That's what I was
Yeah.
just trying to do, encourage them to get up here.
Well. You gotta understand. It's you got a lot of people that feel like I feel like this. You know, we're not on the same page. You know what I'm saying? So if we not on the same page, and it sounds like we going back and forth, then why do they want to get up here and try to conversate?
Well, I have to disagree with that because we
But
don't have to be on the same page in order to
shit,
get our narratives out
I
and
mean,
get a greater understanding about
the
things.
falseness that these other YouTubers are spreading, they're together with their falseness. So when people going up to their panel, they all on there talking about, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Well, I mean,
You know what I'm
but
saying?
see, you got it. You got to look at it. You can look at it as the
I
people
can't
who.
battle the people. I can't battle the people. They here to look at us. I can't battle them. All I can do is sit back and try to find these
r-
find, and we try to figure it out together. But I'm not gonna ask them to come and show me anything or make some. You know, it's like this. We're making sense of it together. Then, you know what I'm saying? Let's do this together because I can't ask y'all anything and expect y'all to come up here and give me anything. You know what I'm saying? I can't because that's why they do.
But see, what I'm saying is, it's not in the sense to ask them to the degree that we don't know. This is what I'm saying. I'm just asking them just as and so it's, yeah. Let me clarify this and stuff. So then we all be on the same page. Like I told you guys, it really doesn't matter to me whether we are agreeing or we disagree, we argue, we fuss, we fight, we feud and stuff. If you're looking for numbers, take your asses over there to all of the other people who is spreading all of this bullshit and madness. That's not Edward Joseph. I'm here to do what I do. And the people are here because they like how Edward Joseph is, how I say things, what I say, what I do, how I do it and stuff. If they didn't like that, then they wouldn't be here. I'm not here to try to outshine or outdo anybody. I don't give two rats asses behind that. I don't give two rats asses whether we agree or whether we disagree. Because at the end of the day, your narrative is going to get out there one way or the other. And just because we have a difference in opinion, that's fine. That's fine. I'm not here. I'm not saying that you're lying. I'm not here saying, oh no, y'all need to stop that. I don't agree with none of that stuff. I mean, I'm learning just like everybody else because I'm hearing what and why you guys are saying what you're saying, as well as when I speak. I hope that you guys are learning and understanding why I say the things that I say. So if we're going to be on an agreement shit, well then this is the wrong panel. This is the wrong channel because that's not me. I'm not here to try to woo the people or try to get here to try to get people to agree with everything that I'm saying. I don't care
But
because at the end of the
but
day, I'm going
but
to speak what I'm going to speak.
no, but it becomes a debate on your platform. You see what I'm
Well,
saying?
whether it's a debate or not, it's
Yeah.
always been that way.
I mean, yeah, no, I'm saying it always been that way. It
Yeah.
always been that way. This shit ain't never changed. I give you that. You know what I'm saying? You always try to call out the nefarious shit. I just heard you call Trey Gay out earlier. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it's a debate. It's about it's about to me, and that's why I sit back and I look at this case now after sitting here going through all the shit, looking at everything back and forth, you know, all the back and forth on YouTube, everything people that put out, then just listening to the shit now, I sit
Mhm.
back and I laugh because it's like, you know what? This case is over with. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? This shit is over. I mean, hooray. Kanika got her justice. Teresa won the case. She able to put them in a better situation. You know, at least goddamn it, she could sleep somewhat peacefully at night, goddamn it, it's something beautiful and think about her baby instead of living in the ghetto. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, it is what it is. It was proven that France Cave had some dealings with this. We would never know exactly what happened. She's not gonna tell us. She don't get two fucks about none of the YouTubers. You know what I'm saying? Who the fuck are they? She's not gonna tell us
Right.
anything. It just is what it is. It's just gonna be. This is gonna continue to be a circle of people assuming and coming out with things and just saying shit out the ass to try to bring a crowd in. You know what I'm saying? And as you can see, this is what's going on now. You know what I mean? Um,
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's over with. France was we knew France did what he did. You know what I'm saying? It showed out to me. You know what I'm saying? And the only reason, Edward, I understand why you don't look at it like that because you're not looking at the footage that I'm looking at. But then when I tell you that, you say, "Well, I need to see it. Send it to me so I can see it." So I understand where you come from when you say that. But from what I have seen, what I'm paying attention to, that shit made all the sense in the world. You know what I'm saying? Shit, as far as the little dudes, whether they did anything or not, they could have just got on the elevator and seen her and got to saying little shit and trying to come up anything. You know what I'm saying? What did show out was France him trying to play his part and his little setup part, him running down there where she was at. That's what played out. I seen that clear as day. So I'm comfortable with that. I'm comfortable with knowing, okay, yeah. Monifa didn't want to tell on the guys. The girls didn't want to tell on the guys because they knew the guys didn't kill her. They knew the guys didn't put her in the freezer. So ain't no sense in me trying to point out him and him and him when they not gonna charge them for shit. All I did was made some type of beef with these niggas in the hood because I done pointed them out on some shit that they didn't do. You know what I'm saying? Um, Shit. So I see that y'all didn't want y'all girls didn't want to speak about the guys, but the guys are on the footage. That's clear. Um, Shit. France did what he did. That's clear. It is what it is. We see what it was. So that's why and to anybody that's listening, I got a little shit that I feel like with the case that I look at and I try to point out to show y'all, like trying to show y'all the guys on the footage at the time they was on the footage, pointing out the time, trying to show y'all, pointing out the time of France running down there. That's the only thing I could do for the public. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna know no more than what we know. You know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I could do for the public. It is what it is. Glad that Teresa won. You know, shit. That's it. That's it. Anything else people come out with is bullshit. Anything, I'm telling you. I look. It ain't about hating. It ain't about. I don't. I look. I want any person to get money. We all on these platforms talking about cases. Hey, look, to get money. God damn it, prosper from it. Get your word out. Do whatever. I don't mind that. I'm not hating on nobody. I'm just saying anything that's coming out beyond what was seen on the footage and what actually happened in the courtroom with them. If you ain't speaking that and you talking about all this other shit, it's nefarious. I'm sorry. It's bullshit. And I just laugh at it, and I laugh at the public that sit back and they respond to it. And they sitting back to me, yeah, because I had, and you know what? Like, obviously, these are people that ain't looked at no footage. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't trying to bring up YouTubers, but I'm looking at a YouTuber that's riding the coattail on another YouTuber and feel like he just know all the information. Because he don't know shit. He ain't seen no footage or nothing. Ain't read no paperwork or nothing. He just going off of what somebody's training him to say or what they've been installing to him. And I understand that. I was like that. I had a YouTuber do that shit with me, you know? So when I sit back and I look at everything, man, look, the case is what it is. You know what I'm saying? Shit, this ain't nothing that was far-fetched. It wasn't nothing that happened on another day. It happened on the days that it happened, you know? Shit, if it was anything other than it happening on the 8th and the 9th, or if it happened on if this shit happened on the 6th, 5th, 6th, 7th, anything, it would have been documented. This shit is not gonna happen on this date, and then y'all document this shit in the courtroom on this date. That ain't gonna happen like that, because that is like now it's Teresa and the hotel working together. You know what I'm saying? It ain't gonna happen like that. So all the illusion of Teresa knew her daughter was gonna get killed or Teresa had some involvement, not at all. Because you're not gonna go against the people who you're claiming did something to your daughter, and all y'all know y'all had something to do with it. You're not gonna do that. You're not gonna even go in the courtroom and put your name on paperwork and documents and play with them people like that. You know what I'm saying? So shit, it is what it is, man. You
Yeah, and see, this is what I'm saying. In time, everything evolves. You know, and the more that we learn, the more that we grow, the more that we talk and we politic and stuff. I mean, there's been a lot of things that has been said in this case from the very beginning up until now and things and
It
stuff.
just
But
tripped me out because I'm the only motherfucker in Chicago, and I'm looking at everybody talk about this case that ain't nowhere near this motherfucker, and they just so convinced on things that they feel like they know and they see. And I'm the only motherfucker around here that can sit here and motherfucking be around these crowds and motherfucking shit. I ain't saying personally go hang out, knock on the door and kick it with a motherfucker at they crib, but I'm saying just to sit back and understand the rhythm of my people that's out here. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm listening to motherfuckers that ain't never stepped foot in this shit. That's just saying some movie type shit. Because to them it's movie type shit. You know what I'm saying? To them it's movie type shit. They don't live in this. All
I
this
think
shit.
people
It's
don't know.
amazing to them. It's amazing to them. You know what I'm saying? Because they don't live in it. Which all the shit they saying just sound like some movie scripted ass crazy shit.
Mhm.
but see, that's what I respect. I respect that about them, whether they know or whether they don't know. That's their narrative,
But
and
we
if they
still speaking on somebody that lost their child. We speaking
well,
on
I
somebody
mean, but
speaking on
but
the other
but,
side.
but see, you know, you can get all wrapped up in your feelings and stuff based
I don't
upon.
I don't wrap up in my feelings. I'm just saying shit. We talking about somebody's child. Put yourself in their shoes.
Well, but you can't put yourself in their shoes and stuff because the people will never understand that. The people won't respect that. You got to come to an
Edward,
understanding
Edward,
and agree.
Edward,
My friend,
Edward.
wait, hold on for a moment. Hold on, let me say this. You got to come to an understanding and agree whether you like it or not.
You know what's so
It's
crazy?
wait, hold on for one moment. Let me say this. Whether you like it or not, it doesn't matter because it's what they believe. They don't have to live in Chicago to understand what Chicago is like. In their mind, Chicago is murders, robbers, thieves, and people who go and do body parts and stuff like that. Who gives two rat's asses of what they think? Is
Edward.
it as long as they stand 10 toes down with what they believe? I respect that.
So look,
I may not
okay,
agree with that, but I respect that.
okay, and that's understood. That's understood. Okay, so let's look right. Let's look right now. I remember one time you stated that your son had got shot before, right? Now, let's say this. Say that how that situation went down, and say it did go for the worst. And a motherfucker knew that you and his relationship weren't the greatest relationship. And the first thing somebody said was, Edward set this up. He's behind this. Y'all know they didn't have the best relationship, man. I know that's his son, but he set this up. And people standing on it. Could you imagine that? As a parent?
You know, I have literally had to live through worse.
I'm just
People,
saying. That's
right?
crazy.
I have literally had to live through worse. People don't understand my life, and people don't understand the things that I went through and things. And this is why I am the way that I am and whatnot. But see, I don't let people get to me to any degree. Whether I say something nice or whether I say something bad about Teresa Martin, if that affects you,
So
well,
so
that affects
so
you.
so let me ask you this. Do you think she let this shit get to her to a degree? Hell no. She don't give a shit. She don't
Well,
give a
but it's getting to other people,
No, it's getting to other people because they're not her. She don't give a
right?
fuck. You know what I'm saying?
And I'm just like her. I don't give a fuck. I
Yeah.
really don't give a fuck what the people think or say. Whatever I say is whatever I say. I don't give a fuck. Just like she doesn't give a fuck.
That's
I
why
don't give a fuck
that's
about
why
a lot of things that is being said about me, and this is what I try to pass along to many of you people and things.
so you
I
and
don't
her
give a fuck.
you and her are alike in the same way then. Y'all don't
Yeah.
talk about what nobody's saying. Say what you want to say to the moon's howl. To the fucking shit howl to the moon. Say what you gonna say. At the end of the day, I don't care. I know what I know. You feel me? We know what we know as far as motherfucking YouTubers. She know what she know as far as a parent and it happening to her directly. So shit, she don't give a fuck.
And if the people can get to that degree of understanding, then things will be just fine.
Oh yeah.
Because again, I've heard all of these different narratives, what all of these people said and stuff. Do you think I actually agree with everybody? No, I
No,
don't.
no, no.
But it doesn't bother me because at the end of the day, I'm still going to shoot my shot. I'm still going to say what I say and so on and so forth.
Yeah.
And that's it. I mean, this is a case that we've been talking about this for the last 6 years, and we've been going around and round and round and round and stuff. But now I got to the point to where, you know something, I really don't give a fuck what the people say. I really don't, because if I'm not here to try to convince nobody. I'm here, and I've already explained what I've explained, and that's what I explained,
Yeah.
and that's it. And so the people can agree with it or they don't have to agree with it. I don't care. But I have already explained why I believe certain things.
Right.
Why I have shown that and I have explained that. So if that's not crystal clear to the people, what is it that you want me to say?
Mhm.
You know, I can't say no more than what I'm already saying. I've shown you why I believe such. Now, if that's not crystal clear to you, then you know what? Who fucking cares? You don't have to come here. You don't have to say shit. You don't have to show shit. You don't have to do shit. Because at the end of the day, Edward Joseph don't fucking care. It's what I say. And that's what I say to the people. I don't fucking care.
Hey, hey, when you say that, I remember looking at some posts with Teresa. I take it she probably was getting a little frustrated because she was saying shit just like that. I don't fucking care. she, she didn't give a fuck.
Yeah, it gets to you if you allow it to get to you.
I'm
But
pretty
see, I
sure
don't
it
allow
got
it
to
to
her
get
a
to
little
me.
bit because that's her daughter, and every time she got to look up, I'm pretty sure if she wasn't seeing it, people was coming to her with it. But that's life, you know what I'm saying? That's life as far as that situation. So the case was closed and it was reopened, right?
No, it was
So
never
at no point,
reopened.
so it was never reopened.
Never
Okay, okay.
at all.
So yeah, um, yeah, that's how I look. I'm kind of, it's like with me, you know what I'm saying? I could come off the wall and come up with some shit, man, that had everybody shook up the next morning and they had shit buzzing, but it'd be lies. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I just leave it where it's at. I gotta understand it for myself. I think for everybody that's listening, for anybody that's fucking with this case still years later, you know what I'm saying? Do a lot of things for yourself, man, especially a lot of reading, to get a clear understanding. Don't listen to nobody. Did we to the point now when it comes to this case, don't listen to nobody. Go do this shit yourself. Look up shit yourself. Get the findings yourself. Do the research yourself, man. You know what I'm saying? And don't go to fucking YouTubers to try to get this information. Try to type in, Google this girl name, see if you could come across the case files. If you need the case files, just ask. Just ask and read the shit. You know what I'm saying? I truly don't believe that the full case file is true, but I believe some of the things in there they shouldn't have put in there because it made us see what the fuck was really going on. So, that's all I can say. Because if you sit here and you sit at your crib and you turn on this YouTube shit and you listening to some people when they speaking on this shit, you only taking in what they telling you. And it's like now you being a follower. You know what I'm saying? You following behind the shit that they trying to tell you, and the shit is false. Period.
Well, see, this is, and I don't know why the people can't understand that, because I've been saying that forever and a day. I said you don't have to like, you don't have to listen, you don't have to understand, you don't even have to accept anything that I say, because I said this is my narrative, this is my stance, this is my mantra, this is what I believe. But if you don't like what I'm saying, do your own research and then come back and have a conversation with me, which is what
Yeah,
you all are doing.
I tell you for
Which is
sure to
what
do
you all
your
are doing.
I tell a motherfucker for sure, do your own research, man. You know what I'm saying? Because it was time I was under YouTubers and I was believing things, because I'm going off of them and strictly feeling like, oh, they legit. They know how to get the info, this and that. It took for me to have to back away from that shit to start finding things on my own and seeing things on my own that I had to determine. You know what I'm saying? I literally had to determine for myself and be like, hold on. Do this make sense or this makes sense? Goddamn, we are grown around this motherfucker, and that's really it, man. That's why, I get a lot of people hitting me up like, when you gonna go live? When you gonna go live? I go live. I might talk about some shit with the Kanika case. I might not. You know what I'm saying? But I'm stuck where I'm at. Like, I ain't trying to tell you to believe me with shit. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to believe me at all. I'm just telling you what my findings is. Shit, if you want to take a look at it and try to piece it up and get an understanding with it, do it and see what it make you feel like. You know what I'm saying? Because I know what it made me feel like. Other than that, shit, I'm not. I don't want to tell you. I want you to search and see. I want you to see. You know, and all you have to do is ask. Shit, if we all on here and we sitting up here and we all chat like this, it ain't nothing to put in the comments. Hey, can you send that shit to me? You know what I'm saying? Can you send certain things to me so I could get a better understanding? Because I was told this, or for real, because this case is crazy. And years later, people still want to know what's up, and that tells me that the people that still want to know what's up are people who ain't really dived into this shit. You know, they ain't
And
dived
this
into
is
this
why
shit.
I have the forums like this and stuff for anybody who wants to come up and express themselves. Come on and express yourself and things. I
The
mean,
only reason, the only reason I ain't did a live and just strictly just ran footage, and this is what we spent a day on, running footage and paying attention to actions. See, people want to. It's like people want to believe the bullshit. Like when people look at the footage, they ain't looking at nobody, but all they looking for is what these kids finna do. What these motherfuckers coming in finna do. Y'all just miss past the fact that these motherfuckers is coming in and they finna do some shit.
your audio went out. So
Edward,
so
I'm
let
fixing to
let.
jump off. I'm fixing to
Okay,
jump off. I'll be in the chat. I need to do something real quick.
okay. Blessings to you and thank you for coming up.
All right. Good night. Good night, chat.
See that let me say this. Everybody everybody has the right to say what they want to say and speak what they want to speak in things. I get it. I'm not
Right.
here to try to browbeat people or anything like that. You got to understand the play. It's a play and it's a methodical and a strategic thing to running alive and whatnot. You got to have a sense of contentiousness. You got to have a sense of cohesiveness and so many other factors when you're running alive. You know, I don't want to be on a live to where I just agree with everybody. I don't want to be on a live to where I just disagree with everybody. I don't want to be on a live to where just everything is just monotone and things like that. I like to get hyphy. I like to get ramped up and so on and so forth. People love that. But once people come to know you and understand you and things, then they understand how you are, and then they come to appreciate that about you. Now, I have not sat on this live and disagreed with anything that you guys have said. I've sat and I've listened attentively, and I love it, and I respect it because now I got a clear cut understanding as to what you guys are thinking, what you guys are feeling. And that's all that I can ever ask for. And that's what makes for a great live. Whether the people agree or disagree, that's fine. But the thing is that at least you had an opportunity to come out and to share your narrative to the masses. And that's all that one can ever ask for. You know? That's all that one can ever ask for. And whether the people who are beginners who's coming into this thing and stuff, we all are going to be around and we are going to continue to keep talking about this case and we all are going to continue to keep sharing the things that we feel and stuff because that's just the way that it is. People want to talk about this case. Well, we're going to talk about this case. I don't spend time and effort worrying about what everybody else do. I just do what I do. And if the people come and watch it, and if they think it's a show, Well, let me put on a goddamn good show for them. You know, let me put on the best circus act there is in things and give it to them. You know, but at the end of the day, I'm going to speak from my heart. I'm going to speak from what I truly believe and feel. And that's just the way that I'm going to do. I'm never going to get to the degree to where I'm telling the people what they need to do. I don't do that. You guys do what you want to do. You want to come here? That's fine. You're here. You want to come to the live? Come to the live. Come to the panel and come shoot your shot and stuff. Whatever you think, whatever you feel, that is fine. That is fine with Edward Joseph. That's fine with me. Because at the end of the day, it's not going to change. It's not going to change me. It's not going to change the things that I do. It's not going to change the way that I operate and stuff. You know, it doesn't. Now, I got a little bit more clarity out of some things that I was still pondering over in my mind by listening to YouTube and stuff. And so now I got to work it out in my mind in things. And that's what it is. That is what it is. We got so many people here up on YouTube, and then a hell of a lot of people on Facebook that is watching this live. And then this live is going to resonate all out to everybody in things, because whether you know it or not, all of you had an opportunity to share what you wanted to convey to the people. I'm not here to try to gain a whole lot of numbers and trying to gain a whole lot of subscribers and stuff like that. See, that's a money game or a money play to you guys. For all of the people who's into that madness and things. There's many times I've been on live and I've only had about 5 people. There's many times I've been on a live and then I had hundreds of people and things. So it fluctuates, you know. I had a lot of people who were subscribed to me at one point. And then I had a time to where I couldn't get no subscribers at all. It just all depends upon the season. But at the end of the day, one thing was true and one thing was consistent with Edward Joseph. Whether it been from the beginning or whether it's been now, I have been consistent with what I've been doing. I had people come, I had people go. But at the end of the day, I still been here, and it's been 6 years in, and I'm still doing what I do. And I'm still shooting my shot. But you got to understand the things that I have really thought about and the things that I've said back then. That was back then. That was my understanding back then. But as you can see, those things that I said back then, I'm not saying now. If you ever been paying attention, you see, everything evolves. Everything evolves. And so when and I'm never one to not feel that not to say that I'm wrong. If I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I don't have a problem in admitting that I'm wrong. You know, I really don't. But what I do have a problem with is when people try to force their narratives, their thoughts, or their views upon me. If you can't respect what I'm saying, well, then it is no need for you to converse with me. It is no need to politic with me. It is no need to even be around me or say anything or do anything, because I'm never going to respect you. You know, now you can come strong, come hard. And that's what I always say. If you're going to come and shoot your shot. Come and say what you need to say. Come and say what you need to say. Regardless of whatever I say, come and say what you need to say. Empty yourself out. Share with the people what you feel, what you think, what you know, what you can do. And then if your channel grows behind that, well then blessed be to God. You know, utilize every platform to the degree, to the best of your ability. But don't come and try to overpower somebody into believing that of what you feel. And this is the thing that I try to express to the people. Now, whatever I say about Teresa Martin is what I say. Now, that may irritate you and stuff, but hold your horses, because now if you want to take it there, we can go there. You may not like what I say. I may feel in such a way I want to cuss Teresa Martin out. If that's going to be a trigger for you, hold your horses. Stay the F out of my channel, and then go. Hey, don't watch, don't, and all like that and stuff. Then it won't be no funk. But if you feel that you're going to chastise me based upon what I said about her, you got the wrong person. I'm not here to vilify the people, and I'm not here to try to amplify the people. I'm just here to just shoot my shot and to say what I need to say. That's all I'm here for. It to sit here and say what I need to say, and do what I need to do and stuff. You know? And if I can be a supportive to people, well then, hey, I will do that. And if I can't be supportive to people, well then, But I get it, peoples. I get it. I understand it. And I greatly appreciate it. Because at the end of the day, this is how things should be. Now, I know I'm never going to have a whole host of people come onto my live and have it be like it once was and stuff, because, we all been through a lot. We all been through a lot of tragedy and atrocities, and a lot of things was said, a lot of things was done and stuff. Still people holding on to grudges and this, and that, and the other. But at the end of the day, I'm happy. I'm happy with the way that my lives is running. I'm happy with the things that I'm doing. I'm happy. And as long as I'm happy, that's all that matters, to be honest with you. That's really all that matters in things. Now, whether you guys choose to come and participate and you choose not to and stuff, well, then that's up on you. But at the end of the day, I'm still going to do what I do and stuff. I'm still going to say what I say. And you don't have to take it to heart, because that's what many of you do. Many of you literally take a lot of the things that I say to heart. You should know me by now. I'm going to shoot my shot regardless. I'm going to shoot my shot regardless and stuff. And in the midst of me shooting my shot, you want to shoot your shot? Shoot your shot. Come on back. Shoot your shot. Say what you need to say. I mean, it ain't going to change anything and stuff, because at the end of the day, the people are going to believe what they want to believe regardless and stuff. Regardless, they're going to believe what they believe. Now, I do believe that Franz Cave and all of them had something to do with it. And I'm going to reiterate this again. I do believe that. But I don't only believe that it was just only them. I believe that everybody had a role to play. That's what I believe. I'm just not going to single it down to Franz Cave and the guy who's sweeping the floor and all like this and stuff. I believe that everybody at some point in time had did something. That's what I believe. Now, can I prove it? Maybe not. But it's still not going to stop me from shooting my shot. And it's still not going to stop me from saying what I need to say and stuff. But I may not can prove it, but I tell you that you can't disprove it. I tell you that. And it doesn't matter how much you sit and talk forever and a day, because it's just like it's been stated. A lot of stuff has been said and a lot of stuff has been done that we're not even privy to. And maybe one day, the truth may really come out, and maybe it won't. But that's fine. I'm just happy with just the joy that this day brings right here. Having the people who I've been politicking with from the very beginning when I first started my channel. Now we're back, we're cordial, we're talking. Everybody had a chance to say what they needed to say and things. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me. I really, from the bottom of my heart, appreciate that, because it tells you real people, wholesome people who is meticulous, who is methodical, who's not up for all of the BS and nonsense and things. And that's what I respect. And people who stand their ground with what they believe. And I don't have nothing but the utmost respect for these two that was graced my panel on tonight. And that's what that's the thing that many of you don't understand. That's the thing that you guys don't understand. But see, that's what makes things wonderful. Now you're always going to attract a different group of people and things. You're going to attract some good, wholesome people. You're going to attract the hilarious and the fairies. You're going to attract people who's all the time never have anything good to say, and blah blah blah, and so on and so forth and stuff. But that's okay. Kanika Jenkins ain't the only case that can be talked about and stuff and be politic with and things. It's a whole host of things and stuff. But it's just Kanika Jenkins is so sentimental to me. It is. And everybody reflects upon this case in their own unique and individualistic way. And I respect that. I'm sure tonight you guys have seen a major change in me to where how I used to be in things. Because I used to go off on a hinge and whatnot. Now I'm a little bit more mellow and calm, cool, collected, and this and that and the other. I'm not cursing up a storm and all like this and that and the other, And I sat back and I listened to the people. I let them speak. I didn't interject in things. And then I didn't sit here, oh, well, no, you're lying and this and that and the other. No, I took in everything that they had to say. And frankly, I agree. I agree. Now, I know that people say, well, how could you agree and you still don't agree that Kanika walked the halls of that establishment? Well, why are you so hung up on that? That is my personal thoughts and views. Why are you so hung up on that? You guys take the littlest thing and you miss the big picture. I said that is my problem. It's not yours, it's mine. It's something that I have to work through. That has nothing, no factor upon you and what you think and what you believe. If you're hung up on just that little part, you miss everything that everybody said tonight. You missed it. You missed it. And if you're focused upon that, well, then you know what that tells me? That tells me that you're not listening. You're not listening. And for people who don't listen, will never learn. And the people who don't learn will never listen. And those are the people who will always be hilarious and nefarious because Those are the people who will always come in with contention, with dissension, with all of this hilarious and nefarious bullshit and madness. As you can see, we all got along just fine tonight. We all got along. We all said what we need to say. And I appreciate that. And that's what makes the difference. We don't and see this is where I have to disagree with. I don't want to be on a panel to where I am agreeing with the people. If the people can't if the people can't understand where there is a debate, well then they just don't understand. I mean, look at the presidents. The presidents, they debated. You guys got to vote for one or the other. So you're going to sit and listen to who has the best narrative that is going to go with your philosophical views and things, who you feel that can run this country the best. And so based upon how they present themselves is how they're going to get your vote. Well, this is a little different. I'm not asking for your vote. You know, I just ask you to listen. And if you participate, that's fine. And if you don't, that's fine too, because at the end of the day, I'm still going to do what I do. So obviously it must be something that you're going to love or you're going to like because you're here and you're here for whatever amount of time that you're here and things. And so whatever amount of time that you give to this channel, hey, I'm appreciative of it. Whether we agree or whether we disagree, I'm appreciative of it. Because at the end of the day, it ain't about you. It's not. It's not about you. So don't get it twisted. You know, a lot of people, you guys look at numbers, you guys look at subscriptions, you guys look at likes and views and this and that and the other. You know what it's been about for Edward Joseph? It's been about connecting with the people. I'm a people's person. If you haven't noticed that by now, I'm a people's person, and I don't connect with everybody because not everybody can accept who I am, the way that I am, and how I am and stuff. You know, that's why everybody is not here, and I've come to learn that, and I come to accept that. But the people who are here, they love me whether I scream, holler, whether I curse or feud and fight or whatever, or whether I don't. They love me just because. You say from what I saw last night, we were in trouble. We were in trouble by who? I ain't in no trouble. I mean, you know, I haven't watched nobody. I haven't watched nobody's lives or anything, you know. So whatever anybody else is saying and stuff, you know what, you know my old saying, I don't give two rats asses. You know, I don't give two rats asses. You say one president forgot his narrative, the other president stole his narrative. Well, you know what I say to that, people? Look, it doesn't matter who's the president. They can't do no more than what the Lord allows. That's all. You know. They can't do no more than what the Lord allows. Hey, I survived while President Biden is in office. I survived when President Trump is in office. I survived when Bush was in office. I survived when Reagan was in office. I survived when Obama was in office. So I'm going to survive if you even get in office. You know? So but guess what? I ain't voting for you. I'm not voting for you. So I don't care who's in office. I don't care who's in office. I'm gonna get my raise. I'm getting my raise next month. I'm getting my promotion next month, and my child support is going to be expunged, and then I'm gonna. And then my next step is to get out of here and go ahead and find me a wife. I ain't having no more babies, but I'm gonna get busy. I'm gonna get busy, and I'm gonna live life till I die. Oh man, uh, that's what you said, Joe. Yeah. His Uncle Joe couldn't even get his words out. He said, "In the red man was lying through his teeth." Well, you know, some people I have learned to just go ahead and live. That's it. You know, regardless, I've learned to be happy and live my life the way that I live it, stress free. I've learned to do what I do, and that's what I'm doing. I tell you one thing, peoples. This has literally been a good live. You guys can go and take this live, and you guys splice it up and make your shorts and stuff. You know, and get your points out there and stuff. Do what you do and things. I appreciate it. I really do. I appreciate it because I have literally learned a lot in a more wholesome and holistic way. I really did. I really did. And my words to you all is simply this: stand up for what you believe, regardless. You know, don't worry about what everybody else is saying, what everybody do. Stand up for what you believe, and when you do that, then you will have peace of mind. I got peace of mind, peoples, because you know I do what I do, and that's what I do, and and that's what irritates a lot of people because no matter what they say about me, no matter how they try to bring down my lives and all of this madness that they spread about in this and the other, I simply just say this: no weapons formed against thee shall prosper. It would never prosper, peoples. Understand that. I am a child of God, and I treat people the way that I want to be treated. And that's why I've always greet you with salutations and blessings and things. I treat you with the love and the utmost respect. You know. Now, when you don't give it back, well, then yeah, I can treat you the other way too. But I'm not going to treat you like that. You know, not going to. I'm not going to browbeat you or dismiss you or anything. I'm just going to give you back what you give me. Now I know the Bible says, "Do unto others as you would have them do unto you," but I'm only human. You know, hey, I'm only human. But no, on a serious tip, people's on a serious tip, I really do hope that everybody was able to get some answers to any questions that may have been lingering and things. And I know this is not going to be the last live that I do like this and stuff, you know. And this is not going to be the last live I'm going to do on Kanika and things. And I'm going to spice this live up and I'm going to make some highlights out of it and push it out there to the people. But after listening to these two prolific people, it really got me to really looking at some things in a different way than what I have been looking at and stuff. You know, it really did, and that's a good thing. That is a good thing. That's a good thing to when you can have Edward Joseph look at something in a different light. That means you did something. Now, am I going to tell you? No. But I tell you this, yeah, it got me to look at some things in a different light. It really did. But understand, people, and let me just put this out there so you guys have a clear cut understanding. If I'm playing back alive that was done way back in the day and stuff, it ain't what I'm thinking about today. It's just keeping me in the algorithm, keeping me to whereas I can be able to, every month we have to meet certain numbers. YouTube requires us to meet certain numbers, especially when we're at the level that we're at right now and stuff. And so sometimes, I have to be contentious and kind of throw some stuff out there and things just to spark it up a little bit. Because not everybody has found my channel. Not everybody knows about my channel. Not everybody watches my channel and things. And so I got to throw some things out there and stuff. But don't take it to heart. You guys take stuff to heart way too much. You got to understand the play. And when you understand the play, then you understand how us content creators maneuver and things. I get what the other people are doing. And who's ever on their channel and stuff, and however they're growing and stuff, more power to them. I'm happy. I'm happy. I'm glad that you are gaining the numbers. I'm glad that you're gaining the views. I'm glad that you're gaining the notoriety. I'm glad that all of the people are there watching you and things like that. But see, let me tell you a secret. I don't want stupid people on my channel. you know hey, if only 5 people watches me, I want 5 good wholesome people that is critical and analytical and that can understand some things. I don't want people who find this channel entertaining to the degree to where and so this is why I go and pretty much run my life the way that I do and stuff. I've always stand 10 toes down with what I believe. That doesn't mesh with everybody, and that's good. I don't need everybody over here because I don't need all stupid people. See, the people that came really came because they have a heart for this case. They have a heart for what was done to this young lady. They have a heart for it, and they have spoken. I can't deny that, people. I really can't. I can't deny that. And so, if that draws more intellectual people, well, then hey, let it be a little bit of contentiousness and things and stuff. That's good. But at the end of the day, shoot your shot and speak what you feel. Because at the end of the day, you know what that's going to do? When the people hear this, those analytical people is going to come a running. They're going to come a running. And not only are they going to come a running, but they're going to plant themselves in things. And then over time, they're going to feel comfortable in They're going to talk about Kanika Jenkins' case, or they're going to talk about whatever case that I bring up and things. Those are the quality people who I seek, not the hilarious and nefarious who's going to just agree with everything that you say and stuff. I don't need people like that. I don't need you to agree with everything I say. Now I know you're lying, but I just need wholesome people who's going to keep it real. And even if I don't see it the way that you see it, that's fine as long as you kept it real. As long as you emptied yourself and you spoke from your heart, I can appreciate that and I can respect that. And if it's something that you said that I'm going to sit back and take notice of, you'll know because I won't publicly say it, but you'll see how it's done with the things that I do. You'll see it. And you'll know if I had really embraced that or not. You know. Because see, one thing I have learned, and I'm gonna get off of here, people, is because we're at the 7 hour mark and stuff. And I'm gonna let you guys get some sleep. I'm not going to sleep. I'm gonna sit back and watch some movies, but I don't want to have a whole, 8, 9 hour live and things like that. I want to reserve some things and stuff. I'm never going to sit here and acknowledge the people to the degree to whereas and publicly like this to give anybody credit to say, oh well, yeah, what you said was just absolutely on point and on hit and things, and you made me change my narrative. I'm never going to do that. And the reason why I'm not going to do that because it gives you the big head. It gives you the big head. And then when you get the big head, now we can't politic no more because now you're going to think that you're going to be superior. That's why I never publicly do that. Now, if I ever going to give acknowledgments, I'll give acknowledgments, 101 and things, not to where everybody can see it in things. But never going to publicly say something like that in things because then it gives you the big head and it gives you clout. And when you get to that level like that, to where you feel that the people are bowing down, now you start to feel some type of way. Hello? Oh, I didn't even see. I didn't even see what you had text. What time is it? What time is it going to be? Tomorrow? Tomorrow at 4 o'clock. Okay. And it's going to be where? All right, people. So I got an event that I got to go and videotape tomorrow. I didn't even know, but I'm glad that she called me because I totally forgot. Shoots, I knew it was something was coming up, but I didn't know exactly what it was and things. But yeah, I got an event that I'm gonna have to videotape tomorrow. So that's cool. But anyway, like I was saying, people's I don't give those type of acknowledgments like that and stuff because people get the big head, and when you get the big head, then you tend to start to be nefarious because now you are feeling some type of way and stuff. And when you start to do that, then things just go south real quick. So that's how we keep it. So, peoples, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you that chimed out in the chat and things. Cooking with D and Brazy Certified World Media. I thank you, my friends, and all. You know, let's do this again and shoot your shot. Just hey, just say it the way that you need to say it. That's it. Get it out to the people and stuff, and let the people get a greater understanding as to what you need to convey. And then share this live upon on your channel and stuff, to grow your numbers and things, to get it out to a lot more people and whatnot. So then everybody can see that, because it's all about working together and it's all about politicking and stuff. People's, when we work together, we'll be blessed together and we can be able to do greater things together. And that's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to do. I don't know if I go live, it's going to be early. But if I do go live, it's going to be early. But then I'm not going to be live on long because I got to get out of here. I got to go videotape an event tomorrow, and so I got to get out of here a little earlier than expected. So I don't know. I may go live, I may not go live and stuff, but I do want to cover the Mahogany Jackson case. I really do want to cover that, and I want to talk about that and bring more attention and awareness to that particular case, because that is another case that is very disturbing to me. And for the likes of me, I just can't understand, and I may never understand, why these kids had to go ahead and force that girl and to do all of these deviant sexual acts upon them, and after that turn around and shoot that girl in the back of her head and take her life. And she leaves a child that has to grow up without her mother. And that's one of the most horrific things that one can ever do, is take someone's parent from their child. And I asked the good Lord to let me be able to bring light to that case and really talk about this case, and hopefully bring some people in who kind of really want to really dive in and talk about it and stuff, and share whatever experiences that they may have in their lives and stuff when it comes down to domestic abuse, physical abuse by a spouse, a relative, or a friend. Friends who proclaim that they are your friends and stuff, but then turn around and are your worst enemy and things. People who you thought that you can be able to trust, and they want to turn around and stab you in the back. I think we all have experiences like that, and I want the people to come out and be able to share those experiences and things, and be honest and just be candid, and just be real. It's like that song says, friends, how many of us have them? Well, we don't, to be honest with you. And all of the people who proclaim to be your friend, you're right. Not everybody you can trust, peoples. And not everybody who you can trust. But my thing is this. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. Follow your heart. You know. And a lot of people say, well, your heart will get you in trouble. No, your heart won't get you in trouble. Your mind will get you in trouble. Don't follow your mind, follow your heart. Your heart will never steer you wrong. Your mind will. Your mind can change upon a dime like that, but your heart can never just change on a whim. And see, you just don't allow everything in your heart. And so that's why you need to follow your heart, because once you guard your heart, you're guarding one of the most precious gifts that God has given, because everything resonates from the heart. Love comes from the heart. Joy comes from the heart. Peace comes from the heart. Tranquility comes from the heart. The very essence of your being, your life force, is the heart. So follow your heart, peoples. Follow your heart, and you will always be blessed. Is that all right, peoples? Peoples, I hope I had said something to encourage your hearts upon tonight. Tune in again next time to an Edward Joseph Let's Talk Live. Edward Joseph Kitchen. Edward Joseph Gospel Hour. Edward Joseph's Blessings Giveaway 2024 will come to you with something wonderful. I love you with the love of Christ, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Peoples, mask up and be safe. And again, peoples, I greatly appreciate each and every one of you who had came into this live on tonight. Peoples, this is one of the best lives that I have had in a long, long time. And I'm glad that it happened, because it brought a lot of clarity out of confusion. And as you can see, people, there's no illusion. You know, there's no illusion. Things happen to this young lady, and you got different perspectives as to what happened to this young lady. And whatever narrative or whatever route you choose, at least you can be satisfied with what you believe. And that's all that matters. Stand still and stand strong and stand firm with what you believe. And continue to keep shooting your shot, because that means a lot, not only to you, but it means a lot to other people as well. Because, you know, once we get greater clarity, I mean, what more can you say, people? Really, what more can you say? Teresa Martin, she's happy, she's content, she's got her millions. She ain't setting about YouTube and Facebook and all of what the people say and stuff and things. You know, she fought through, and you know, she's happy. And I wish her nothing but joy, peace, and happiness. I ain't mad at her. You know, lady, go live your life. Do what you need to do. Go live your life. Live your life, and leave behind all of this madness that the people are saying and things. Whether they agree with you, whether they disagree, whether they like you, whether they don't, and stuff. Live your life and do what you need to do. You know. And that's my well wishes to her, peoples. That's my blessings for her. I want her to go ahead and enjoy the rest of her days, and you know, do what she needs to do, and find some peace and happiness and solace and tranquility. Because not everybody is going to agree with her stance, but that's okay. Not everybody agrees with your stance as well. But just stand strong and stand firm and stand on what you believe. And as long as you do that, you owe no one no explanation, peoples. God bless you all. Thank you for watching.